First off, what were your impressions of the city when you got here? You said you haven't been here much, if any.
Yep.
You know, what were your thoughts?
Well, I was only here to play Duquesne, and so it was quick. It was like hotel, and then obviously their facility, and then out. And once I stepped on campus, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I never knew, it has like an urban vibe to it. So it's a city feel, but at the same point in time, like there's green, there's a greenery, and there's land, and then you got cathedrals. There's so much, and it's so inviting, and the diversity, and there's so much to do, and places to go, and so to me, like, I'm like, wow, what a great place to recruit to.
Mm-hmm. I've talked to Coach Capel, men's coach, about recruiting the city of Pittsburgh and selling the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the setting was like in Amherst. I've never been there, truthfully.
Yep.
But how much are you looking forward to being able to recruit and sell a city, much less, a college campus as well?
I could tell you that we probably have more bridges than cows in Amherst, but Amherst is more, farmland, an artsy little town. Here, obviously, we have, skyscrapers and buildings and that go above, the second floor. But, the town itself, you have restaurants, there's entertainment, there's so much that you could do, and we're going to sell it. I'm going to do everything I can to visit with Coach Capel and some of the other coaches and see what they sell, where to go, what to do. I'm going to look for advice from people who live here. If there are things that I should be doing or bringing student athletes or prospective student athletes to, like, I want to know. And that's what I mean by, like, we got to be all in. I can't do this alone. And so I'm going to embrace those opportunities. Send me an email. Tell me where we should go, what, and some of the things that we should do if they think it's important.
Curious about the whole process of how this all came to be. Was, once the position came open, was it you that reached out to Heather first? Did Heather reach out to you? Just kind of curious on how all that came to be.
No, I think I want to say, I think the first time prior to Lance, I think I reached out to Heather. And then this time she reached out to me, and then obviously it was a quick turnaround. We talked about the job, and then she brought me in on Sunday night. We had dinner, and then next day on Monday I interviewed. And from that point forward, there was a waiting game, and she had to get through some logistics and finish up her process. And then last night around 8:30, she gave me a call, and it was one that I wanted to hear. And from that point on, from 8:30 on, it's been a whirlwind.
So this all relatively happened over the last week and a half or so, it
yeah,
sounds like?
I would say she called me on Friday. All right, so that's when it started. Friday around 5:30.